Have you ever thought about how women over 50 deal with the complicated issues of intimacy and sexuality? Are you interested in the life-changing journey of self-discovery and empowerment that takes place as they proudly embrace their sensual selves? In this interesting video, we look into the world of sexuality among women over 50 and dispel some of the myths, stereotypes, and false beliefs that surround the subject. We find the untold stories of strength, freedom, and joy that define the sexual experiences of women in this age group. These stories range from a surprising rise in sexual satisfaction to a deep shift in mindset towards self-acceptance and empowerment. Come with us as we peel back the layers of societal expectations, question accepted norms, and celebrate the endless possibilities for happiness and fulfillment that come with getting older. Anyone who wants to learn more about sexuality, empowerment, and the endless potential for growth and change that lives inside all of us should watch this video. So get a cup of tea, settle down, and get ready to be inspired as we go on a journey of freedom and discovery together. Don't miss a moment, because the revelations and insights that are waiting for you will change the way you see things and start you on your path to sexual empowerment and fulfillment. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like the video. You can help me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment on number 1. If you don't, please comment on number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's begin. 1. Sexual satisfaction doesn't fade. In contrast to common beliefs, new research shows an interesting trend. Women's sexual satisfaction may not only last but even grow as they reach their 5th decade and beyond. A study that was published in the prestigious Journal of Sex Research looked into this interesting topic and found strong evidence. It showed that women over 50 are often more sexually satisfied than women in their 30s and 40s. Considering that most stories in society say that sexual satisfaction decreases with age, this discovery may seem counterintuitive at first. But when you look more closely, a few things become clear that help explain this phenomenon. Being sure of yourself and having confidence is one possible explanation. Girls and women tend to feel more confident and at ease in their skin as they get older. This increased confidence can lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual experience. Along with getting older comes a lot of life experiences and a better sense of what you want and need. Women in their 50s are often more self-aware, which helps them communicate better with their partners and be more clear about what they want in the bedroom. You may feel more sexual control, which can make your relationships more satisfying and close. Also, as people get older, they may value quality over quantity in their sexual encounters. Older women may be more interested in emotional connection and intimacy than in physical attraction or new experiences. This can lead to a more profound and satisfying sexual experience. Many things can affect a person's sexual satisfaction at any age, including their health, the way their relationships work, and their personal preferences. New research, on the other hand, challenges what most people think and shows that sexual fulfillment can last well into midlife and beyond. We can have a more complete and nuanced understanding of the human sexual experience if we accept and celebrate how complicated sexuality is at all stages of life. 2. Desire remains strong. There is a lot of evidence that many women over 50 still have strong sexual desire, even though their bodies and hormones change during menopause. A large study published in the reputable journal Menopause looked into this interesting aspect of female sexuality and found that many postmenopausal women have sexual fantasies and act on them. In contrast to what most people think, the results showed that most women who had gone through menopause still had sexual fantasies well into their 50s and beyond. This disproves the idea that menopause means sudden loss of sexual desire, and instead shows how important and lasting it is in women's lives. The study also made a point of showing that a lot of women who had gone through menopause were still sexually active and looking for serious relationships. This goes against common ideas and stereotypes about getting older and sexuality. It shows how desire is complex and can change and stay the same throughout life. It's important to understand that sexual desire is a complicated mix of biological, psychological, and cultural factors that can show up in very different ways for different people. Changes in hormones that come with menopause may affect a woman's ability to be sexually active, but they don't always make a woman lose all desire. Women who have gone through menopause's sexual desire and behavior are also affected by things like relationship satisfaction, emotional closeness, and personal well-being. Many women in their 50s and older still see sexual intimacy as an important part of their health and happiness as a whole. We can give women the power to embrace and celebrate their desires, no matter what age or stage of life they are in, by busting myths and building a more nuanced understanding of female sexuality in later life. Recognizing and affirming that women over 50 still desire to be sexually active not only improves their sexual health and well-being, but also goes against societal norms and stereotypes about getting older and being sexual. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 3. Embracing self-expression. After age 50, women often go through a big change in how they express themselves sexually. They put more value on self-discovery, being true to themselves, and being free from societal norms. In this life-changing journey towards self-expression, many things come together to make a more satisfying and enriching sexual experience. One important part of this evolution is that social norms and expectations are becoming less important. As time goes on, many women no longer feel the need to conform to strict ideas of what is beautiful, desirable, and sexually acceptable, which may have been the norm when they were younger. Now that they aren't limited in these ways, they feel free to explore their wants, needs, and limits with more confidence and control. As people get older, they often become more self-aware and accept themselves more. It's more likely that women over 50 have a deep understanding of their bodies, desires, and sexual needs because they have lived longer. Because they know themselves better, they can talk to their partners better and speak up for their happiness and pleasure without holding back or apologizing. Also, as time goes on, women have the chance to put more emphasis on authenticity and real connection in their sexual encounters. Instead of giving in to societal pressures to perform or meet unrealistic standards, they are free to have close relationships that are true to who they are. Being honest leads to a stronger connection and closeness, which makes sexual experiences more satisfying and meaningful. Also, the path to accepting sexual expression as a form of self-expression often includes a process of exploring and learning about oneself. Many women over 50 are exploring new areas of pleasure and intimacy, trying out techniques, fantasies, and ways of being close that they may not have tried before. This eagerness to learn and discover reignites the spark of passion and excitement, giving their sexual encounters a sense of the new and exciting. In the end, the fact that women over 50 are open to sexual self-expression is a sign of a big change toward more authenticity, empowerment, and fulfillment. By letting go of what other people think of them and accepting who they are, they start a journey of self-discovery and freedom that makes every part of their lives better, even their close relationships. By doing this, they encourage others to follow their desires and passions without holding back. This leads to a more open and empowering view of sexuality at all stages of life. 4. Communication is key. As women get older, especially after age 50, good communication in sexual relationships becomes more and more important. This important part of relationship dynamics is what makes it possible for people to understand each other, feel emotionally close, and be sexually satisfied. New research in the prestigious Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy delves into this complicated subject and shows how communication is a key part of older women's sexual experiences. Stereotypes say that as people get older, they lose interest in or ability to be intimate. However, the results show a clear trend. Older women put more value on being honest and open with their partners about their sexual needs, wants, and boundaries. This focus on talking to each other is a key part of building a stronger emotional connection in the relationship. By having open and honest conversations, women over 50 can say what they want, be vulnerable, and deal with any problems or worries that may come up in the area of intimacy. This level of communication not only helps both people understand and care about each other better, but it also builds trust and safety in the relationship. Also, women can take control of their lives and fight for their sexual satisfaction when they can communicate well. Speaking out loud about their wants and needs without holding back can help shape the sexual dynamic with their partners and make sure that their wants are understood, respected, and reciprocated. Communication itself can also help two people feel closer to each other and more connected. People can grow closer to each other by having deep conversations about sexuality. These conversations can create a safe space for vulnerability, exploration, and shared intimacy. In turn, this emotional closeness improves the quality of the relationship as a whole and makes sexual experiences more satisfying. It is important to remember that good communication is a skill that needs to be developed and practiced over time. Women over 50 may be able to handle the difficulties of sexual communication by drawing on their life experiences, wisdom, and self-awareness. Prioritizing openness, honesty, and empathy can help them get closer to their partners, be happier, and stay connected with them as they go through the complicated stages of getting older and being close to someone. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 5. Physical changes are manageable. Women go through many physical changes as they go through different stages of life, especially after the age of 50. These changes can affect their sexual health and ability to function. Even though these changes may be hard, women in this age group are incredibly strong and resourceful when it comes to getting through them and still having fulfilling sexual lives. Women often say that vaginal dryness, which can cause pain or discomfort during sexual activity, is one of the physical changes that happen as women age. But women over 50 don't let this problem get in the way of their sexual pleasure. Instead, they actively look for ways to solve it. This could mean using lubricants or moisturizers that are made to stop dryness and make sexual activity more comfortable. Some women may also look into medical treatments like hormone therapy, which can help ease the symptoms of vaginal dryness and bring moisture back to the vaginal tissues. Along with vaginal dryness, many women also say that as they get older, their libido drops or their sexual desire changes. Women over 50 take action to deal with these changes because they know how important sexual intimacy is to their overall health and relationship happiness. To do this, they might look into ways to bring back desire and passion in their relationships, like trying new sexual activities or fantasies, putting emotional closeness first, or going to counseling or therapy to deal with psychological issues that are causing changes in libido. Also, more and more women in this age group are taking a more holistic view of their sexual health and well-being. They emphasize self-care activities that improve their overall health and vitality because they know that physical, emotional, and relational factors all affect their sexual experiences. This could mean doing things like regular exercise to keep your heart healthy and your stamina up, practicing mindfulness or relaxation to lower your stress and anxiety, and eating well to keep your hormones balanced and your overall health in good shape. Also, women over 50 aren't afraid to get help and advice from professionals when they are having problems with their sexual health and functioning. They take the initiative to talk about any concerns or problems that may come up with a gynecologist, sexual health specialist, or therapist, and they look into a variety of treatment options to improve their sexual health. Getting older can cause changes in the body that can affect sexual function. However, women over 50 deal with these problems by being strong, flexible, and proactive. By taking a multifaceted approach to their sexual health and well-being, they show that they are dedicated to continuing to have full and satisfying sexual lives well into old age. 6. Rejection of stereotypes. As women get older, especially after age 50, they are fighting back against societal ideas that say getting older makes you less sexually attractive or desirable. They are not giving in to these limiting beliefs. Instead, they are actively challenging them. In the process, they are changing how society thinks about getting older and sexuality. New groundbreaking research published in Sex Roles sheds light on this empowering trend by showing that women over 50 refuse to believe that their worth or value decreases with age. Instead, they are proudly and openly embracing their sexuality, standing up for their right to sexual fulfillment and intimacy, no matter what age they are. This refusal to accept stereotypes comes from a deep understanding of how sexuality and desire are complex. Women over 50 don't see getting older as a barrier to sexual expression. Instead, they see it as a chance to learn more about themselves, grow, and gain power. They don't want to be limited by narrow societal expectations. Instead, they embrace who they are and are proud of their bodies, desires, and pleasures. This rejection of stereotypes goes beyond empowering individuals and includes changes in society as a whole. By being open about their sexuality and fighting against ageist stories, women over 50 are paving the way for a more diverse and inclusive understanding of sexuality at all stages of life. They want older people's sexual experiences to be recognized and respected for how rich and complicated they are. This will help break down harmful stereotypes and make it easier for people of all ages to accept and celebrate their sexuality. The fact that women over 50 don't accept stereotypes is a strong act of defiance against sexism and ageism. It is a statement of independence, acceptance of oneself, and strength in the face of pressure from society to meet unrealistic standards of beauty and desirability. By bravely standing up for their right to sexual freedom and happiness, these women are not only going against social norms, but they are also encouraging people of all ages to be proud of their sexuality. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 7. Exploration of new sexual horizons. As women move into and past their 50s, they often feel a deep sense of freedom and self-confidence that makes them ready to explore new sexual horizons in a fun way. These women don't see their age as a limitation. Instead, they see it as a chance to grow, learn about themselves, and be sexually expressive without any limits. One of the most noticeable signs of this newfound freedom is a desire to try out a wide range of sexual activities, fantasies, and relationships. Women over 50 feel free from societal norms and expectations, which gives them the confidence to leave their comfort zones and follow their deepest desires and interests. This could mean trying out new techniques or positions in the bedroom, exploring fantasies or kinks that haven't been explored before, or starting new sexual or romantic relationships that go against what people usually think about age and closeness. In addition, women over 50 often try new sexual experiences because they are curious and want to try new things. They go into sexuality with an open mind and a desire to learn more because they have a lot of life experience and wisdom. These women are excited about the chance to find new sexual pleasures and expand their sexual horizons. They may be exploring non-traditional forms of intimacy like BDSM or polyamory, or they may just be trying out new activities to bring back passion and excitement in their relationships. Further, discovering new sexual experiences is not only a very personal journey, but also a very empowering one. By going against what society says they should do and embracing their wants and fantasies, women over 50 take back control of their sexuality and change what it means to age sensually and gracefully. Their newfound sense of power affects every part of their lives and boosts their confidence, self-esteem, and health as a whole. When women over 50 try new sexual experiences, it's a celebration of freedom, self-discovery, and pure pleasure. It shows how strong, alive, and able to grow and change people are at all stages of their lives. These women encourage others to break free from societal norms and enjoy the full range of their sexual selves with joy, passion, and enthusiasm by seizing the chance to explore new areas of intimacy and desire. 8. Emotional connection is paramount. As women over the age of 50 get older and more experienced in sexual relationships, they realize how important emotional connection and intimacy are, in addition to physical pleasure. Even though seeking physical pleasure has its place, these women know that true fulfillment goes beyond physical sensations and into the depths of emotional resonance and closeness in relationships. The groundbreaking study in the prestigious Archives of Sexual Behavior sheds light on this important aspect of older women's sexual experiences, showing how emotional satisfaction and physical pleasure interact in complex ways. Contrary to common misconceptions that may put more emphasis on the latter over the former, the results show that sexual fulfillment is a whole process that requires an emotional connection to create lasting satisfaction and intimacy. At the heart of this focus on emotional connection is a deep understanding of how complicated and nuanced human sexuality is. Real intimacy is more than just touching each other. Women over 50 know that it takes a lot of trust, vulnerability, and understanding for two people to be truly intimate. Being sexual with someone goes beyond just being physical. It becomes a deep expression of love, passion, and shared closeness because of this emotional bond. Also, the idea that emotional connection is most important in sexual relationships is part of an overall trend among older women to look at health and happiness more completely. As these women grow up and change, they put more value on being real, being open, and having real connections in all parts of their lives, even in their close relationships. They know that you can't be truly happy with shallow interactions that don't go deep emotionally. Instead, they know that you need deep connections that feed both your body and your soul. Developing an emotional connection in a sexual relationship also needs active participation and investment from both people involved. It requires honest, open communication and a readiness to be vulnerable and real with each other. Women over 50 form bonds that go beyond the physical world through shared experiences, laughter, and tears. These bonds are based on a deep sense of emotional closeness and connection. In a nutshell, the fact that women over 50 put so much value on emotional connection as the most important thing in sexual relationships shows how much they value closeness, vulnerability, and real connection in general. It shows how much people want to be connected and feel like they belong. And it's a celebration of how love and closeness can change our lives and make them better at every stage. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, The Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 9. Rediscovery of sensuality. Women in their 50s and older are often at a turning point in their lives, when they no longer have to worry about raising children, and their careers may start to wind down. During this stage, many women start a deep journey of rediscovery, rekindling the flames of their sensuality and exploring the depths of their sexuality with more vigor and interest than ever before. The process of rediscovering sensuality is a turning point in these women's lives. It gives them a rare chance to take control of their bodies again and put their pleasure first. Since they no longer have to worry about things that used to take up all of their time and energy, they can focus more on taking care of their sensual selves and exploring all the different aspects of their sexuality. A big change in how women over 50 think about their bodies is at the heart of this journey of rediscovery. They stop seeing their bodies as signs of age or flaws and start seeing them as places of beauty, wisdom, and endless pleasure. They accept and appreciate their bodies more than ever before, and they start a journey of self-discovery, savoring the feelings and pleasures that their bodies have to offer. Also, rediscovering sensuality is more than just touching things again. It means getting in touch with your deepest desires and fantasies. Women over 50 aren't afraid to explore the depths of their sexuality, going to places of pleasure and closeness that might have seemed off-limits or taboo in the past. They go into uncharted territory with courage and curiosity as their compass, enjoying the freedom and self-discovery that come with it. Also, the process of rediscovering sensuality often leads to a strong sense of self-assertion and empowerment. Women over the age of 50 don't want to follow societal norms or stereotypes about what is right or desirable for their age. Instead, they are proud of their sensual selves and see their sexuality as an important part of who they are and what makes them alive. For women over 50, rediscovering their sensuality is a celebration of life, love, and the limitless pleasure that lives inside all of us. It shows that people can keep going even when things get hard, and that they can grow and change, even when society puts unrealistic expectations on them. By being brave and honest about their sensuality, these women encourage others to do the same, paving the way for more freedom, joy, and fulfillment in sexuality and beyond. 10. Sexual confidence soars. Women in their 50s and older are often at a turning point in their lives when they no longer have to worry about raising children and their careers may start to wind down. During this stage, many women start a deep journey of rediscovery, rekindling the flames of their sensuality and exploring the depths of their sexuality with more vigor and interest than ever before. The process of rediscovering sensuality is a turning point in these women's lives. It gives them a rare chance to take control of their bodies again and put their pleasure first. Since they no longer have to worry about things that used to take up all of their time and energy, they can focus more on taking care of their sensual selves and exploring all the different aspects of their sexuality. A big change in how women over 50 think about their bodies is at the heart of this journey of rediscovery. They stop seeing their bodies as signs of age or flaws and start seeing them as places of beauty, wisdom, and endless pleasure. They accept and appreciate their bodies more than ever before, and they start a journey of self-discovery, savoring the feelings and pleasures that their bodies have to offer. Also, rediscovering sensuality is more than just touching things again. It means getting in touch with your deepest desires and fantasies. Women over 50 are not as afraid to explore the depths of their sexuality, going to places of pleasure and closeness that might have seemed off-limits or taboo in the past. They go into uncharted territory with courage and curiosity as their compass, enjoying the freedom and self-discovery that come with it. Also, the process of rediscovering sensuality often leads to a strong sense of self-assertion and empowerment. Women over the age of 50 don't want to follow societal norms or stereotypes about what is right or desirable for their age. Instead, they are proud of their sensual selves and see their sexuality as an important part of who they are and what makes them alive. For women over 50, rediscovering their sensuality is a celebration of life, love, and the limitless pleasure that lives inside all of us. It shows that people can keep going even when things get hard and that they can grow and change, even when society puts unrealistic expectations on them. By being brave and honest about their sensuality, these women encourage others to do the same, paving the way for more freedom, joy, and fulfillment in sexuality and beyond. In conclusion, women over 50 who are exploring their sexuality go through a journey that is full of challenges, personal growth, and strength. These women break stereotypes by questioning societal norms, embracing newfound confidence, and putting emotional connection first. They inspire us all to be proud of our sexuality and be true to ourselves. Let's talk now. What have you learned from this talk? Is there a certain idea or point of view that speaks to you? Feel free to leave your thoughts below and let us know how you plan to use this in your own life. If this video made you think and gave you strength, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Remember that your path to sexual empowerment and happiness is unique and should be celebrated.